Oh boy. Gotta love my life. Oh, God damn it. I don't think I asked for a Converse commercial or a highlight reel. How about we do what we're told here? For fuck's sake, good God. Alright. Hello, how's it going, guys? Hopefully everybody's doing well today. Minecraft back in the house. Finally back from the month-long hiatus. It was about a month. Not quite, but freaking long enough. It's nice to be back. I've done quite a bit of working on myself, a lot of thinking, a lot of learning. Hello, how's it going, Sean? How's it going, Ben? A lot of thinking, a lot of learning going into myself lately. The first couple things that I learned about myself. I have a hard time with, I have a hard time with displaying my thoughts and emotions in a nice, succinct manner. And so I've been working on being patient with myself and being able to think things through before I speak. Sometimes it's hard. That's good. I'm glad you learned stuff too. One of the things that I've needed to work on myself was just my amount of time I spent doing things that I liked to do for coping, and just in general, the coping skills that I have, because they were not very many, to be quite honest. One of the coping skills that I obviously have is gaming, and streaming, because for some reason I always found it easier to tell a bunch of strangers my problems than the people that I should have been telling my problems. That said, that's caused me more problems in the past. Um, but, that's okay. That's part of life. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Things have been hard during the transition from where I was to where I am now. But, yeah. I don't know. It's definitely becoming a little easier. My life has been improving. I got my job that I wanted. I absolutely love my job now instead of the one that I was working. I enjoy it, and all the people I work with are really nice. Heck, the first night that I was working with them, they actually invited me out to the bar, and and I mean, if I had money and if I drank, I probably would have gone with them because it was fantastic, knowing that people I just met, they wanted to hang out with me, and get to know me a little better, which was really cool. Um, that said, obviously that kind of thing, it doesn't always happen that way. It's not always easy to make friends. It's not always easy to get to know the people around you. And so I've just been trying to be cool about it and not push anything, to happen. Like, if they wanted to hang out with me, they'd offer, and they have. So that's a good step, and that's one thing I used to do a lot is, I always used to be the person to make the first move and asking somebody to hang out, like, hey man, you wanna hang out or whatever, and sometimes it made people a little leery, maybe not uncomfortable so much, but definitely it made them feel like I was being weird or something, and I'm used to people thinking I'm weird. I don't particularly like it though. I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself today, Sean? But that's good. But yeah, either way, I'm I don't know. I'm actually really hopeful for the future. I did some computing. I might be getting a pretty big tax return this year, so I'll be more than likely getting into a better place, maybe into a car. Just all around being a little more financially secure.
I am doing so great.
I can sense the sarcasm, but I'm glad that you're doing great, if you really are doing great. Anyway, as I was saying, I'm pretty excited about moving forward and seeing some improvements that I've been working hard for. One of the things that I did a lot of while I was gone was writing notes. And one of the books that I was okay, well that's good. I'm glad that you're not sarcasm. I'm feeling better. I'm a little sick, but otherwise I'm feeling pretty good. Um, but one of the things that I was doing while I was gone is I was doing a little bit of research on something that my daughter's mother told me about when we were still together. And when she first told me about it, I thought it was totally ridiculous. Like I totally scoffed at it, I'll be honest, and I feel like a total idiot now. But it was the five love languages, and there are five of them, surprisingly enough. Not everybody just responds to I love you. Some people respond to certain ways of showing that love. And one of the things that I learned is that when I was growing up, I didn't get a whole lot of a couple of them, and it caused me to not display those in an accurate way myself. So, a couple of the ones that I learned about were, well, I learned about quality time. I didn't get a lot of quality time with my parents, and as such, I had a hard time spending quality time with others. And another one was words of affirmation. I never really heard "I'm proud of you" from my parents unless I dragged it out of them. And I have worked really hard to make sure I developed that. And I always try to tell people that I'm proud of them when they've done something that they should be proud of. Because no one else is.
That's understandable. I would know some of it.
Honestly, like, that's the thing, too. Like, I knew some of it. Like, some of it's pretty instinctual, and a lot of it is parroting back what your parents gave to you. So if they always bought you nice things and they sincerely got them for you because they thought that it would improve your life or enhance your life in some way, it's possible that they felt that that was a good, accurate way of showing you that love and affection, which honestly it can be, but not everybody. Well, yeah, I mean, it's not always that easy though. Sure, I might be proud of myself, but you know, not having a dad for 17 years, one of the first things that I wanted to hear was, "Oh, I'm proud of you, son." You know, I worked my entire life to hear that, and my dad died before I heard it. That's why I'm saying you can't just make things happen for yourself all the time. It's not always as simple as just will it be it. It's sometimes you actually have to work really hard on it. And that's the thing, like I've been working on myself, trying to improve myself as best I can, trying to improve the way that I deal with other people. Because that's something.
Also, Jesse, if you could refer to me as just Deadless or Blinks.
You're good, man. Not a problem, Deadless. But yeah, honestly, some people find it more difficult than others, and no worries. If you're one of those people that has a hard time telling yourself, "Hey, I'm proud of you, self," like that's understandable.
I like them.
I get it. Alright, well, you can stay Ben then, no worries. But, yeah. I mean, that's one of the things that I realized over the years, though, is that my mom working multiple jobs and working on all the holidays and me not having an actual holiday tradition with her or any real time with her aside from, when she wasn't working, which was very little, caused me to not do the whole quality time thing very much. I also wasn't from a very touchy-feely family, so physical touch was another one I had to work really hard on. I'm working on it still. You like Ben with a lowercase? Alright, good night then. If you're leaving.
Night then.
Have a good one. But anyway, yeah, I had to work on those things a lot. I didn't I didn't fix myself already. I'll be honest. I still have a lot to work on. Some of the things I have to work on still are patience. Region band. Okay, sounds good, man. Have a good one, alright? But one of the things that I still need to work on is being able to listen, give like a quality listening thing, okay? Like, quality time and quality conversations are two very, very similar things. If you have a quality conversation with somebody, it shows them that you respect them and you love them enough to listen to what they have to say instead of merely just waiting for your turn to talk. I have a hard time with that sometimes. And I've been working really hard on it. So I've been trying and obviously failing in certain aspects because, you know, not everybody can just instantly change who they are. That's hard to do, you know. So I've been working on myself, trying to work on that. And over the past, well, about a month, I've noticed in myself that I feel just all around happier than I used to. A lot of it has to do with the fact that I'm in a new job and I'm in a new situation, but also a lot of it is because I've actually taken the time to learn and get to know the people around me a little better by quality listening. And oh my god, that was hard to do, I'll be honest, because there's some times where you can listen to somebody and you can hear what they're saying and you can understand what they're saying, but still not quite understand where they're coming from. And you know, in those cases, in those aspects, it can be sometimes frustrating. But I have noticed a lot of happiness comes from that, you know, and that's really good. What are you talking about? What's this malarkey? Maybe if you did some quality listening of yourself, Dozo, you would know. Welcome to the stream, Dozo. Glad to have you here. You're at work tonight, aren't you? That's sad, if that's the case. I was gonna say, if you weren't at work, we could play something. We could have some fun. I was really more so just kind of outlining what kind of changes I've gone through over the past month, Dozo. Just talking about the things that I've done to make myself feel better and just be better all around. Alright. Oh man, this looks so nice in this texture pack. I really like it.
Punk in drawing, and yes I am.
Punk, you're drawing? And yes you are. Well, I'm glad that you're drawing. Something that I once told a promising young artist such as yourself is don't ever stop drawing, and don't ever think that you're not going to improve by continuing to practice, because you will. That's honestly, dude, you should have seen my first drawing. It was garbage, just straight booty. And now I draw somewhat well, actually. Your new days are, oh, your new days off are Wednesday and Thursday? Ah, well, I believe this next week I might have Wednesday and Thursday off if you want to play something with me, Dozo. You did see Ash is coming into Overwatch, right? I'm pretty excited about that. I noticed that you haven't been playing much Overwatch lately. Did I see what you did yesterday? Yeah, the one on Facebook? Yes, of course I saw that. It was good. You know, everybody's got to start somewhere, and I think yours was a good place to start. And for you to take the initiative to continue to draw and try to get better and improve on something that you obviously seem to improve, you know, you seem to enjoy, that's the kind of thing that makes, you know, learning a new skill so much more worth it, is when you have somebody that's got that drive to get better, you know, and I can definitely see that from you. You're making a doll channel? What kind of a doll channel? Like, what kind of dolls are you talking about? I'm just curious. And no judgment either, so don't worry. Like, cause, heck, you can consider doll repaints. Okay, so, like miniatures and stuff like that? Is that what you mean? Like, or are you talking like Barbies? Are you talking Cabbage Patch? I have an almost 9-year-old, so I'm fairly well versed in the female dolls and whatnot, but not so much on the male dolls. So, what are we talking here? Monster High, okay. I know of Monster High. I personally have never really seen anything about it, but I have at least seen what they look like. So that's cool. Which one would you say would be more fun for you to paint out of all of them? Because that's something that I would say would be pretty fun to do, I'm sure, if you enjoy painting. It'd be pretty challenging, I'm sure, also to get the right color scheme and the right palette going for each character or whatever. I can see that being fun. They are all the same. Okay, I'm pretty sure I remembered seeing a vampire chick and a werewolf chick and a mummy chick. I might be thinking something different, but it is Monster High after all. I mean, that's all I'm saying. Oh, okay, they're all the same, just a different skin color. I am not a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. I'm not wrapped in plastic, and trust me, life sometimes isn't fantastic. But, to be fair, most people could say that they could touch me anywhere and undress me anywhere. Or touch my hair and undress me anywhere. Although they would probably be wrong at the same time. Like, I wouldn't just let anybody do it. Although at this point, it's probably better that that happens so that I don't get dusty. Oh my goodness, I can't believe I just said that on stream. Have you not heard that song before, Ben? You've never... Please tell me you've heard the Barbie Girl song by Aqua. Oh my god. Somebody... Deadless, link Barbie Girl in the chat, please, by Aqua, if you don't mind. We're gonna make sure that doesn't continue to be a thing, because I don't want... Oh, you have? Okay, never mind, don't link it. I was just making sure, Ben. I was just making sure. Like, I realistically do feel like every person on this planet should have at least heard that song by now. I mean, even the really, really young ones. Just because their parents are just trying to embarrass them or something, you know, like... He linked it. Oh my god, I love it. Oh, thank you, Deadless. That right there will at least give me some entertainment after the stream is over. I appreciate that, buddy. But yeah, Ben, like... Honestly, I really dig that song. The song is actually really good.
Talk to you later.
Okay, if you're gonna leave because of that, dude, it's not something that he did on purpose. He probably was in the middle of gathering the link before he saw your post, dude. I'm sorry that you feel that way, though. It's not like he was doing it to be a jerk to you or anything. Like I said, I was excited. Alright, now let's keep it civil, guys. Remember what I said. I'm not above muting or timing out people, even if they're mods, okay? I want everybody to be cool here, okay? And that's not an open invitation for people to start getting timed out. I mean, that's a good way to, you know, if, like, people start abusing powers or if they start being rude, you know. It's a good song, I agree. You know, and like I said, it wasn't meant to be, you know, an insult or anything, but just, let's all be cool here, okay? Like, realistically, most of us here are adults, am I right? Like, realistically... I'm 31. I don't have time for people to be acting like children. If you are a child, that's okay. That's a little different, you know. But if we're all adults here, then let's act like it, you know. That's all I'm saying. Adult child. I'll be the first person to admit I am a man-child, and I'm cool with that. I don't really care. I got nobody to impress, so... I mean, as long as we can be man-children / women children, you know, in a nice, healthy manner, then we're all cool. You know, That's all I'm looking for. I just want everybody to be cool with each other because, you know, there's way too much negativity and way too much sadness in the world to be furthering it in my chat, you know? That's what I'm looking for. We're all supposed to be cool with each other. Ultimately, that's what my channel's all about, is inclusivity. I don't want to exclude anybody, but that said, me not wanting to exclude people is honestly gonna be somewhat impossible when sometimes people get upset and they don't, you know, feel the need to be rational. And I don't want it to be that way for us. Like one of my biggest pet peeves is when we get to being in a good mood and then starts to fall down, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be as positive as I can be. And realistically, I don't have a lot to be positive about over this last month or so. But I'm still fighting to do it, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if I don't want to be, I try to be as entertaining as I can, and I'll be honest, most people probably wouldn't find me being all sad and upset to be a very fun thing. So I try to be as cool and collected as I can be. Something about people egging each other on and stuff that gets on my nerves. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Well, and honestly, the whole good enough to make you laugh thing, I get that. I find a lot of humor in some of the stupidest things. Like, I really do. For me, one of my things I find pretty humorous is I actually find a lot of what's happened to me recently kind of hilarious. And as ridiculous as that sounds, it's for a good reason. It's because of just how ridiculous it is. Like, I never thought for even a split second that I was going to have to deal with most of the stuff that I have been dealing with recently. At least not with the people around me. And now that I have, I'm just like, wow, why was I ever that sure? Like, why was I ever that sure that I was never going to have any issues in my life? And I don't have a good answer for that. That right there should just tell you how much growing I have left to do still. You know, like, I legitimately thought for a while that I was done growing. I legitimately thought at 31 years old that I had learned everything I needed to know, and that nothing else could be taught to me. Boy, was I wrong. And now that I know that I was wrong, I feel so much better about all the stuff that I had to learn. And I feel better about the things that I still have yet to learn. And as long as we can all coexist in the streams, you know, as best as we can, you might learn something from me, and I might learn something from you guys. And that's basically why I'm here. You know, I'm here not only to teach, but to learn. And as much as I can say I like to think I'm a good teacher, I'm not always the best teacher. But I'm also not always the best learner. So that's why we gotta work with each other. We gotta work together here, you know? Do 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 do. Oh, you jerk. Okay. Yeah, that works. There we go. Okay. So down here, we're just getting some more sand together to build more of this dome. Sorry that things have been so hectic and chaotic lately with the streams. I legitimately don't even know what my schedule is going to be like until pretty much the week of. So this next week coming up, I have tomorrow off. I have to work Sunday 8 to 4. I have to work Monday 8 to 4. And then I have to work Tuesday 4:30 to 9. And then I think Saturday or Friday. No, Tuesday. Yeah, I go Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. So I have Wednesday, Thursday off so far for next week. And those days I'm working, the Tuesday and Friday I'm working 4:30 to 9. So the later the later streams are gonna probably be a thing for a while. Obviously the the streaming on days like my 8 to 4 shift day probably won't be so few and far between, but at the same time I'm also not trying to stream as frequently as I was before, so it's possible that that might be something that you have to be patient with, you know. I'm definitely trying to work it out so that way we all can spend time with each other and everything, but at the same time I gotta make sure that my family's getting the family time that they need and all that as well. And I need to have my own sanity time, which surprisingly enough, you might think I get quite a bit, but I don't really get as much as most people probably think. I end up oftentimes very much so not having any real sanity time for myself. So that's why the whole me not being here for like a month really did help a lot, because I was putting a lot of my time and effort behind streaming and not enough of it behind taking care of myself and making sure that my needs were met in a way that was healthy. And that's one thing that I don't want to do again. I don't want to compromise my own health and safety for any real reason again if I can possibly help it. I mean, obviously I wasn't going to be unsafe or anything. I wasn't going to hurt myself or anything. It's just I was in a very bad spot for a while. And I just wanted to make sure that I was at least in a better spot mentally and physically before I got back to it, you know? Let's get that. Oh, I'll just keep that clear. Alright. But yeah, anyway, like I said, I'm feeling much better, knowing that I'm doing better for myself, doing better for my family. It just all around makes me a happier person. And me in a happy state is something that I haven't in a little while here now recently. Where did I put that? Come on, where is it? Oh, did I put it on the shovel? I swear I didn't put it on the shovel. I'm pretty sure I have a pickaxe with silk touch on it now. But that's okay, I'll just use the shovel for now. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy that others seem to be doing well. It's too bad that I had to take such a long hiatus, but at the same time, the hiatus was really helpful. And it special. Oh my god, I hate this controller so much. Actually, I now know what my problem is with my PS4 right now. I'm pretty sure the problem I'm having right now is my Bluetooth is going out on it. Which just means that eventually I'll have to buy a new one. But that's okay. Because then I'll just get a PS Pro or something. I don't really think that the Pro makes much of a difference in my eyes, at least. Alright, so we're just building up the dome right now. Huh? Oh, it's free real estate? Yeah, this here is pretty much free real estate for any of the drowned that want to take over it. And they've been doing just that, unfortunately. I never really did get that meme all that much. I mean, I get why they say it, but it's kind of weird. It's a weird statement. It's free real estate. It is funny though. Like some of the memes I've seen for that are really funny. I still think that the car salesman one's super really funny. Especially some of the clever ones I've seen from it. Like slaps it on the roof or whatever, and it's like slaps the Tyrannosaurus Rex on the roof. This puppy can fit so many effing people or like guests, park guests inside it or whatever. I don't know. I always thought that it was pretty funny. I find it interesting that Deadless wants to, or not Deadless, but Ban wants to um, paint Monster High dolls. It's interesting. I actually kind of want to get into painting myself. Exactly, exactly. I want to do some painting myself though. I want to do like I think it would be cool to paint minifigs, like miniatures for games like Warhammer 40,000 or things like that. I don't know. Just it just seems like it'd be fun. I don't do enough artistic stuff anymore anyway, and so just doing anything art related is a step in the right direction for me. Yeah, one day. I'm planning on eventually, more than likely, probably quite a bit down the road, slowing down on the streams and the gaming in general, and maybe splitting off into a second channel and having a drawing channel. I've been thinking about that for a while now, but at the same time, I'm not really sure because I don't have the motivation to draw, and my inspiration is shot. Like, I don't really have much inspiration to draw anymore, but I'm working on getting it back, recapturing my muse. Because the one that I had before is no longer amusing. Sorry, had to. Yeah, that's right. I just made a really bad pun in regards to amuse. Oh man. I might need to build a couple more floating islands. I really like my floating islands, especially the first one I built because it actually turned out really well. Alright. Oops. Oh, get rid of that one first, thanks. It's crazy that Ben left so fast, because he's usually one of the only people that stays around for most of the stream. For the Minecraft streams, that is. Have I been to the Cloud District? I mean, probably. If we're talking about the Cloud District in Skyrim or Oblivion, I definitely have. I don't know. I was disappointed to see that he left when he did, but, you know, that's okay. I know that he had things to do tomorrow, so... It's a Skyrim meme? Yeah. The Cloud District, I've definitely been there in Skyrim a few times. I wasn't impressed.
Jesse, check you Facebook messages I sent the rough draft of what I've drawn so far.
Okay. I'll check it out. Alright, hold on here. Here I am thinking I'm like going crazy. I'm just out of glass. Oh my gosh, I am so happy that soon I'll have money for food. I'm excited for that. Oh, I might be able to do that for you if Dozo's okay with that. As a matter of fact, Dozo, Deadless, I'm friends with Deadless on Facebook. If you and Deadlist come to an agreement about being friends on Facebook, I'm sure it'd make it a little easier for you to show it off.
I totally don't know Jesse's last name.
Yeah, you totally don't know my last name, huh? Honestly, I don't really mind. As long as it's not being used to stalk me, I'm cool. You know, and I know that's not the way you are, so I'm not worried about it. Let me check out this stuff real quick. Ah, alright. Are you redrawing the one from earlier, but just trying to kind of work it out a little more? Is that what you're doing, Dozo? Because that one looks very familiar. But not in a bad way. It actually looks really good.
I totally don't kinda know where you live. Haha, in weird, sorry.
No, you're good. I know you're just joking. Plus, I mean, I can handle myself. I can defend myself if I have to. I don't need to, though. I know that you're just teasing.
Are you Trevor Lab?
No. Trevor, huh? The only Trevor I know, aside from my good friend Trevor, is Trevor Belmont. Well, actually, no, I know a couple Trevors. I know some really good people named Trevor. Yay, we're actually making progress on the dome. It's starting to come together. It's just gonna take a while because this is a big dome.
No, I don't trust myself drawing other already made characters and I just kinda winged this one.
Dude, honestly, it's not a bad drawing. Like, that's the thing that you'll understand about me eventually, Dozo, is I just appreciate when people create. It doesn't matter if it's perfect, as long as they're happy with it. And if they're happy with it, I'm happy with it. And like I said, you're taking the steps to get better, even if you know didn't think you were very good at it your first time or whatever. I think you give yourself less credit than you deserve, personally. The fact that you came up with something on your own without having to look at it first should be something you should celebrate. Because, funny story, Dozo, that's how I draw. I have to see something first. When I see it, I can then pretty much copy it almost exactly. As long as I have enough time to look at it, I can definitely copy it down to exact. I can make it bigger, I can make it, you know, less good, but I can't just come up with things out of my head to draw. Not usually, at least. Recently, I've had plenty of inspiration for things to draw, just frustrations and stuff like that, and I feel like I've shown off most of them. I'm not entirely sure, but if you want to see them yourself, Dozo, and if you haven't already, you're welcome to. You just gotta let me know, and I'll try to link them to you. Did you send? Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna say it'd probably be difficult to do. Are you just going through my friends list right now, just trying to figure out which one Deadless is? Because that's gonna take a long time. One thing that you should know is that he's the only one of his name on my Facebook, to my knowledge, at least. He might actually be one of two, but if he is one of two, it should be rather easy to tell which one he is, because he's the only one of the two that doesn't live where I live. Oh, is he going through the Discord list? That's funny. Or are they going through the Discord list? Ha! Ha! That's hilarious. I wonder why that is. I just got a friend request from my old district manager at Jack in the Box. I wonder why that is. I mean, like the one that quit before all of the stuff happened with my job there. But I wonder why they're adding me now all of a sudden.
Dump. Rude.
I think it's funny personally. I don't know why they would want to add me.
Dump.
He's super nice. I liked him. He was a great person. As a matter of fact, he was the when the Supreme Court came up with the decision to allow like federally allow gay marriage, he was he was my district manager at the time, and I didn't know it, but I kind of always had a feeling that he was gay, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. First things first, and I was just trying to make him feel comfortable around me and everything, and I was just like, dude, how about that Supreme Court decision? And he was like, dude, I know, right? And we started talking, you know, we hit it off right there and then because I was able to just be like, you know, no judgment. If he's gay, that's cool with me. You know, and he was super excited about it because, you know, that was like the first time him and his fiance were even considered realistically even considered people towards marriage license givers, which, God, that's so sad to me to think that anybody ever had to deal with that ever, and still probably does. You know, I'm just glad that that's not the case for him anymore because he's super nice, totally deserves to be happy. You know. Oh, weird. Yeah, name starts with an S. For Sean's privacy, of course, let's not go blasting his name out on the chat, though. Okay?
If it helps any.
Oh, I'm sure it'll probably help quite a bit. Most of the people I know are from where I live. Most of them. So, anybody that isn't from where I live is gonna be a pretty good contender as to who it is that you're looking for, so. Alright, let's go back inside. Go to bed. Oh, God, what? Did I? I don't think I just said it. I said it at the beginning of the stream, but you said that you'd prefer to be called Deadless, so I respected that. Unless I slipped, and I apologize. I don't think I did. But I've been known to be wrong before.
You just said my name. LOL.
Oh, I did just recently? My apologies.
No sense.
No, yeah, I don't even know any Seths, to my knowledge. I'm sorry, Deadless. I didn't realize that I had just said your name. I thought I hadn't. I've been working on trying to be a little better about that kind of thing anyway. I don't know, I just figure first name basis with my friends is the way I like to be, if I can help it. And if they don't want me to be, if they don't prefer it, then I'll just try to respect their wishes. And that's the key word there, try. I will try to respect your wishes. I can't guarantee I will always be that forward thinking, but I will try. Thank goodness for that
You said
auto smelter. Did I really? Oh my goodness. I feel like a total jackass now. I meant to say for Deadless's privacy, my apologies. Wow. I'm feeling rather dumb now. Yo, what are you thinking? Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're not gonna just phase through my building here, are you?
Could go by a nickname and call me Blinks.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, but for real though, if at any time I step across the line or I make you feel like poop, just let me know. Because I am not intending that at all. See, and And I think that this friendship will be good for Deadless and for Dozo, because Dozo and I have been friends through a lot. And yeah, a lot of big changes for both of us. And so it's been good, I'd say.
It's funny
We've
looking
been
at some of our conversations.
we've been friends through a lot of angry times together, and I wouldn't trade Dozo for anything. Dozo is one of my good friends. Wait, it's funny when you quote some of our conversations. Did I just now? You gotta remember, dude, like, it's my job on stream to talk to people, and sometimes I'm still thinking about something, and it'll come out in my conversations. It's not on purpose, but it does happen sometimes.
Dozo, do you mind if Jesse shows me your art?
Why don't you guys, if you guys want to be friends, you're always welcome to be friends. And also, Dozo, I don't know if you know this already, but I got a Discord channel now, a Discord server, all private and everything, and you're welcome to join it. My cohort Deadless here is a moderator in the stream, so that that person can link the Discord and whatever other links we need in the chat. All right. Oh, about art? Yeah, like I absolutely. That's how I feel, though. I mean, that could be said to anyone, and it'd be true to anyone. I I was angry at you the other day when you said that you were bad at it and that you didn't do it well, and I was like, no. I was frustrated, not necessarily angry, but I was frustrated because I was like, no, you don't get to just diss yourself and your skills. You gotta at least, you gotta develop them, and it doesn't start. You don't start being Picasso, you just. There's people out there that are that talented, okay? Those are prodigies. And if you're not a prodigy, ain't nothing to be ashamed of. Because a prodigy is like a freak of human nature. Okay, not in a bad way, of course, but in a really, 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 really good way. But unless you're a prodigy, I mean, you can't expect to be perfect at anything right off the bat. And, you know, the things that you enjoy, the things that you love, that all takes time and development. And, yeah, that's just the same as the things that I love and I like, all of that takes time. And you can't force it. Well, and honestly, when it comes down to it, Deadless, you're just not super experienced, is really what I would say. I wouldn't say you're bad at it. You haven't been drawing probably your entire life. Okay, I mean, that's something, like, if you drawing your entire life and you're still only doing stick figures, you might want to choose something different. Okay, but I don't think that that's the case for you. I think that you found a passion for art, and you wanna go through and enhance that passion. But the problem is that you weren't seeing a whole lot of sweet, but you weren't seeing a whole lot of forward progress, forward momentum. You know how frustrating that is? Like, I totally get it. I hate not making forward progress. It kills me.
You were talking to me, I missed what you said last. KK.
Oh, no, I was just telling Deadless, basically just kind of how I felt when he told me that he wasn't super good at art. And I was like, basically what I was saying is, I don't really know how long you've been drawing, Deadless, but even if you have been drawing for your entire life and you're still only doing stick figures, maybe it's because you found that stick figures speak to you. Or maybe, just maybe, stick figures are what you enjoy the best because they're easier. You never know, and heck, if they are, more power to you, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't ever let anybody ever tell you that your skill isn't as good as another person's skill. Yours is just different. You know, that's the thing I had to tell myself. I might not be the best at talking to people. I might not be the best at showing my affection towards people, but I have a different skill, and that is doing it even if it hurts sometimes, and sometimes to my own detriment. You know, that said, I'm a pretty good person, I'd like to think. And I have a lot of things that I can improve on, but I've also got a lot of things I have done really well for myself. And ultimately, I think that as long as you're putting forth that effort to improve yourself, even if it's something simple like drawing, you know, you're doing better than the people that haven't even started trying. That's the important takeaway there is as long as you actually are putting forth effort to improve, you're going to improve. And that's a big thing for a lot of people because sometimes people think, "Oh God, it's so scary because I have to, you know, I have to put myself in an uncomfortable position." Sure, everybody does. That's part of growing. You know, comfort and growth don't coexist well. I mean, you can be comfortable and still grow, but you're not going to grow anywhere near as fast, that's for sure. That's why I had to get to a point where I felt like I was drawing too much. I was like, oh my God, I'm drawing just all the time. You know, I had to get to that point before I started actually appreciating what I was drawing because I was like, dude, I'm putting so much time into this. I better be liking what I'm drawing, you know. Eventually, I started to get better and I started to see those improvements that I was looking for. My biggest problem, like I said, is I don't have much of an imagination. I mean, Minecraft is one of the only things that you get to see my true imagination come out. Like, and even then, it's not always that great. A lot of the stuff I build is pretty generic, you know, and that's not a problem. It's not a bad thing to not have that much of an imagination. It's just a bad thing not to use it. You need a proper desk, lighting, and maybe a drawing book. Well, all I can say about that is your first step should be finding a good notebook, a good sketchbook. I bought multiple sketchbooks now. I've got like 3 right now. I've got a white sketchbook, a black sketchbook, and a tiny little travel size sketchbook. The travel size sketchbook, believe it or not, only had one picture in it until this year. And I bought it I bought it when my dad died because I needed something. I needed something to vent my feelings, my anger, my frustration, my sadness. I needed something to get all of that out. And the one thing I knew would help was drawing. Yeah, and honestly, the influence stuff is way better anyway, if you ask me. Because then you get to draw something you want, you know? Okay, sounds good, Deadless. But yeah, when my dad died, I bought a sketchbook. I bought 2 sketchbooks. I bought the big one and the small one, and I brought the small one with me to Colorado. And I put one picture in it the whole time. The whole time. I was down there for almost a week, and I don't know. I couldn't think. I couldn't draw. I couldn't feel anything but sad. And then I drew that picture, and for that brief little moment, I felt free. Even almost a little closer to my dad, you know. I don't know why. It was weird, because it wasn't anything that had to do with my father at all. It was just something I enjoyed, and I drew it in his home. How's it going? It's good to have you back, Garen. But, yeah, I don't know. Literally just finding the right paper, the right drawing notebook is one of the biggest steps to becoming a better artist. Because your best bet is to make sure that you have a drawing notebook that you're going to be able to use and it's going to feel comfortable to you. That was always a problem for me because comfort in the drawing sense, it also stems from the kind of pens, pencils, you know, the writing implements that you use to draw. I basically, yeah, thank you, man, I appreciate it. But I basically had not been using pens at all basically always was using pencil. And then last year, I gave it a shot using nothing but pens on the Inktober. And Inktober was, well, it was a resounding failure for me. And the reason I say that is because I did exactly one picture from the whole month, and it was given to a friend immediately. But I tried, and that was really, oh, dude, trust me, man. Like, that's one of my biggest problems right now, but at the same time, I'm glad I don't. I'm glad I don't, and I'm glad I'm flying solo now, because I needed to work on myself, and I wasn't doing any of that when she was around. So, as sad as it is, I'm also kind of happy. You know, it's a weird thing to be happy about, but honestly, she needed herself to have time for herself, and decided when she had that time for herself, she didn't want to be with me, and that's okay. Can't really expect, somebody to care that doesn't want to care or doesn't want to be here. I don't want to force her to be here against her will, so I'm not. But yeah, ultimately, I'm actually happy the way that things are. Like I said, I did get my new job. I'm really happy about that. I'm not exactly pleased about the way things are going in certain aspects, but otherwise, yeah, it's been good. The whole month long hiatus, I wasn't really anticipating it to be that long, but I'm glad it was because it was necessary. It was one of those things that if I didn't do it, I was going to regret it, and I'm glad I didn't regret it. So this is a much bigger dome than these. This one was stacked up to 2, 2, 1, 2. Okay, so 2, 2, 2, and then 1 all the way up. I'm probably gonna go ahead and do that too here because I don't know how much more room we'll have to go up in single lines. Probably not much though. Okay. Oh, and I'm making a mess of my own stuff here, it looks like. Go figure. I'll check that out in a sec, Douglas. But yeah, like, one of the things that I can say that makes me happy about all of this is that I don't have to guess how I'm feeling anymore. Like, I don't have to judge how I'm feeling based on somebody else anymore. And that was how most of my emotion was realistically gathered and understood before. I am highly empathic, and because of that, I feel a lot of other people's feelings. And so when somebody's unsure or unhappy, I feel it very strongly, and it's not something I can really control. I've had to work really hard to get better at controlling it, but yeah, it really does affect me. If, say, somebody's in a bad mood and they come in to the stream and their bad mood starts to hit me, it affects me greatly. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. It's just hard to deal with, and it can make things even more difficult for me in my personal life, because if somebody's in a bad mood in my personal life, I wear that on my sleeve. I can't hide that kind of thing, I can't change how other people feel. All I can do is change how I feel, right? And if I'm upset because everybody else is upset, it makes things very hard to be positive. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, I've definitely had better lives. Better past lives, whatever you want to call it. I really do feel like I've had better times in my life. But I'm actually really happy. I signed up for school today. Got my FAFSA put in, so I'll be going to college soon. I'm 31, so, better late than never, I guess. But yeah, I mean, just knowing that I did that for me. I didn't do it for anybody else or any other reason. I did it because I wanted to be better. I wanted to have something to be proud of in my life, aside from being a father and a hard worker, because I am both of those things. I have a hard time finding a whole lot of pride in that kind of thing. I'm I have a really hard time finding pride in being a good father, mainly because being a good father is what you're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, technically, you're supposed to go to college too, but you don't have to. And I wasn't really planning on it. After I tried the first time when my daughter was first born to go to college, and they told me I had to come up with my tuition before I started, like, out of pocket, $1,000 was unrealistic and completely impossible for me to do at the time. Out of pocket right now, $1,000 is it's just as impossible for me to do right now. But I didn't have to. I got my heck. By the time I go to school, which will be next quarter more than likely, not this quarter but spring quarter, I'll more than likely have that kind of money to go to school and pay for it up front if I had to. But it's all going to be based on how well I regulate my own spending. That's always been kind of an issue for me, to be quite honest. I don't like to regulate my own spending because I like to be able to do nice things for myself. I like to be able to go out and buy myself stuff. But I also need to know that I need to be responsible in the long run. And that's something that, despite all of my attempts not to be, I've been doing a really good job of lately. Kind of out of necessity, but I just wanted to be happier. And that's the way you gotta be to be happy, then I guess sign me up. But yeah, I'm really feeling pretty good about the whole situation now. Am I crazy? Did I not do it on this side over there, but I did it on the other side? Like, yeah, okay. So that's the outside edge of the ring, right? No, it's not. Went out one, and then went up. Okay. Weird. I, dude, that's the thing. When you do a completely custom build like this, it can get difficult to keep it semi-symmetrical. I'm trying really hard to make it look as nice as possible. But unfortunately, I'm still kind of working on learning how to do that right now. Go ahead and get this and this. And we'll go boom, boom, just like that. Get this and this. And we'll boom, boom, just like that. Okay. So that's where we're gonna put our little entrance stuff. I want to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go 5, and then do another one here. Oh man. Yeah, that should probably be the best place for it. I want to make sure that this looks nice. Oh god, of course. Alright, so now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, perfect. That's perfect. Even though I was doing it every 4 on the last one, I'm doing it every 5 now, and it's gonna look much better. There we go. That already looks, it feels like it looks better already. I can't really say for certain that it does. Okay, so let's get back over here. Okay, hold on 1 second, bud. Sorry, because of the self-improvement time that I took, I had to put myself on a limit for YouTube. Not bad, dude. Not bad. All right. See, I can already tell that you're starting to get better. You're getting more confident with your work, which is cool. Um, all right. Anyway, let's get some more air. Of course, it's dark already. That's the only negative thing about this game is how fast night falls. I don't like it because I'm one of those kind of people that I already feel the time crunch and the pressure of everyday life as it is. The last thing I want to do is feel that in my video games. The time, like, that's why I don't like time sections. One of the only parts of the entirety of the game Metroid Fusion that I did not like was the very ending of the game where you had like less than 2 minutes to get out of the ship. It's just, terrible. You just say that you are eating a 3-pound block of chocolate?
Look at it, Deadless LOL.
Hold on 1 second. I feel like that's what I heard. You're eating a 3-pound block of chocolate. That is insanity to me. But Deadless, I'm in Discord now. I can actually see what you're saying. Sorry, but it wasn't that I wasn't trying to read it or anything. I was kind of busy building. And I get that way sometimes. Alright. Nothing to be sorry about, my friend. Nothing. Alright. So, let's get back to building here. Ugh. God, I hate being sick. It sucks. The worst part is, of course, my first week being at a new job, and I'm working in the deli, and I start getting sick. I'm like, oh my god. Luckily, it wasn't anything serious, and it was something I could easily just be very mindful of food safety, procedures, and I'd be fine. But try telling that to people when they hear you sniffle and you're handling their food. They're like, what? It's like, no, no, no. Just relax, dude. I'm not really sick. That was just a joke. Haha. Yeah, people at my job, they tend to seem, I don't know, they're really cool. I really like the people I work with. The funny thing is they're way more team oriented than my last job, and I was working in a fast food job. So, like, that should have been the most team oriented job I've ever worked in. But nope, definitely one of the least. This deli job, like, everybody there, we all work together, we all fail together, we all succeed together. That's something that I've literally never felt before, even though I've been a part of many teams. It was always like, oh no, this person didn't do their job, and because of that, that's why we're screwed. And it's like, okay, yeah, but we could all work together and help them get their job done, and we wouldn't be screwed, right? But yeah, that's something I haven't even had to consider at my new job, and I'm really happy about that. Like, everybody is just genuinely trying to be helpful. Blinks, you gonna be asking that question that you wanted to ask me, or are you too enjoying of the stream? Are you enjoying the stream too much, I should say? Wow, I can't even English today. Oh man. Ah, God, I hate it when squids decide to just jump into your house. These underwater water houses can be kind of terrible. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, my old job was in a terrible fast food job. I was working at Jack in the Box at the time. And, yeah, let's be real here. If y'all like Jack in the Box, I'm not going to ruin it for you. But just know that I personally won't ever eat there again. And only because I personally can't control what is done to my food. That's one of the biggest things that I have as a pet peeve. Is when people used to come to my store and then they'd act like I didn't know what I was doing. They'd get like, you don't have Jack in the Box there, that's actually a good thing for you then. But basically it's just your everyday normal fast food trash job. It wasn't great. That said, I can't hate that job forever because it did teach me some very valuable lessons. Like, despite how somebody might act towards you when you're around, they probably have a different opinion of you from behind your back. Which, you know, it's cool if you have a different opinion of me behind my back, as long as you don't feel the need to voice it behind my back to other people. If somebody has a problem with me, they should just be able to be man enough to tell me about it, or woman enough. Doesn't matter who you are. And that's the one thing that I learned the quickest at that job, was that a lot of people will smile in your face and stab you in the back. And that is the kind of place that I don't want to work. I don't want to be around that kind of behavior, you know. And that's why I'm so big on trying to be part of a respectful community here. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're all supposed to be friends here. We're all trying to be cool here. So that's why I'm so big on that, because I didn't get it a lot growing up, and I didn't get it at my last job. And my boss thought it would be cool to basically go, hey, you know what? This guy asked me a completely reasonable request. I'm gonna go ahead and just make it so he quits. And the way that they chose to do that was by berating me behind my back, and then berating me on my personal Facebook when I found out, and called them out on it. Because that's another thing I don't take well, and that is when somebody talks trash about me behind my back. Oh, you're good. You don't have to worry about it. But when somebody talks trash about me behind my back and then thinks that I'm not going to get mad at them when they do it, you've never had Jack in the Box. It's definitely not good. We didn't win the Mega Millions. You're right, Deadless. I certainly didn't win any of that. I'm actually really happy for whoever did, because I'm sure that changed their life forever. But at the same time, I'm also very much so sad for them. Because in the same breath that it most certainly changed their life forever, it probably did so in both a good and a bad way. Hey, look at the sea turtle. Because you know that a lot of those people end up getting attacked by their own family members and stuff, right? I mean, there was a woman in Canada, a couple months ago, that ended up winning some sort of a jackpot. It wasn't even that much. It was only like a couple $100,000. But she took her nephew to court, even though he technically, I guess, paid for it, and or no. I think it was that he went and got it for her, and she said, oh, I guess semi-jokingly, if I win, you can have some of it, or you can have half of it. And apparently didn't want to pay up when the time came to pay up. Like, realistically, money changes a lot of people, and that's why I'm okay being poor. You know, I'm like really poor all the time, but I'm okay with it, because I'm not a different person because I don't have money. And if I was to get money, I'm not motivated by it in the first place. If I was to get a bunch of money, it would probably make me no different, because I'd just be like, okay, well, I have money now. Ha! What do I do with it? I have ideas on what I would do with a bunch if I had it all at once, but most of it would be helping other people. Like, I would want to get my mom a motorcycle. You know, I would want her to understand and love me, and understand that sometimes that I might not always be the best person to trust to be stable, but that I'm not about to lose more family over stupid petty BS. And right now that's where I'm at with her. Pretty much doesn't want to talk to me because we both had a bad attitude because it was super early in the morning and I didn't want to wake up because I had just gotten home not that long before. It's frustrating, but it's part of life, and I'm trying to move past it as best I can. Buy about 10 acres of land, and by building lots of things, buy food and stuff. Dude, yeah, if I had the kind of money to buy 10 acres worth of land, you better believe it. I would buy 10 acres worth of land, and I would straight up build my own house. I've done that before, as a matter of fact. I haven't built my own house, but I've built houses before. I'm actually pretty good at it. Can't say that I'm the best at it by any means, but I helped build a $6 million log cabin down in Colorado, and oh my god, that place was amazing. I think, honestly, that's why I like the big house, the big mountain survival house on my world so much. Because it reminds me of that $6 million log cabin that my dad and I helped build, you know. That's one of the only memories I really have of him, was working with him out on that project and working with him basically every day, and yeah, it was good times. What did we make it out of? Logs. Like log cabin. It was really nice though. I mean, ultimately, it wasn't just us. We had like a whole crew. We had my dad used to do heavy machinery operation. So he was driving what was known as the Tatra. Now the Tatra was an old decommissioned Soviet missile truck, okay? And I'm not even kidding about that. Like, this thing was a Soviet Union made truck that used to carry missiles. As far as I can tell, ICBMs, so intercontinental ballistic missiles. That said, this thing was decommissioned and put into use as a dump truck, essentially, and my dad used to drive it. What do you mean? What do we? Oh, sorry, that it didn't catch up yet. I was like, dude, I just told you what I made it out of. Yeah, dude, the Minecraft music is one of the best parts of Minecraft. It makes me feel so much more calm and collected. Even something very frustrating to me will easily be just kind of let go if I'm listening to Minecraft music. I'm actually surprised that as much as I love the Adventure Time mashup, I haven't really been using it much because I don't. A lot of the textures in it are kind of wonky, and I don't really like them so much. I want to use it because the music in it is so good. But I also really, I mean, that's why I'm not using the Skyrim texture right now, because I don't get to hear the music for Minecraft. Hey Christian, how's it going? Hopefully you're having a great day, bud. I myself am doing pretty well. Just getting over a little bit of a cold or something. I don't know what exactly it is, but it's irritating. It's driving me nuts, man. But hopefully you're having a good day, buddy. Let's see here. What else do we got? Do I got full stacks? Oh, yes. That's good. Alright, let's go back down and get some more glass going. I realistically should be using a multi furnace array, but I don't really care to make more furnaces right now. I think I have more somewhere here, but honestly, all I'd really need to do is just not be lazy. You subbed? Awesome. Thank you, Christian. Appreciate it, buddy. So that means 60 more subs until 500, and then y'all get that face reveal. Honestly, it's funny that that's even a thing that we're joking around about the face reveal because my face is completely revealed on my Twitter. It's just a picture from nearly 9 years ago. We'll definitely update it soon. But yeah,
Semi-face reveal.
that semi face reveal, right? No kidding. It's funny. One of my old coworkers at Jack in the Box, she was really nice. I really miss her actually. She was one of my favorites. Her name was Lily, and Lily apparently I don't know who Demi Lovato is at all. Like I literally haven't even looked her up on Google because I just didn't care enough to. But apparently, to a lot of people that I worked with, Lily looked exactly like Demi Lovato. And it's funny because instead of calling her Demi Lovato like all of my coworkers would call her, I started calling her Semi Lovato because she was close enough, but not exactly from what everybody said. And I just kind of thought it was funny. Oh, what is my Twitter? Yeah, the thank you very much. Appreciate that, Deadless. Deadless on point with the moderating. Love it. That's honestly, Deadless and Dozo are two of the people I would say I made the best choices of making moderators. They've been on point with the moderation in the past, and sometimes even to my detriment because they'll be so good at it that I can't even do my own moderating. But that's perfectly quite all right with me. I'm just happy that I have good moderators.
Can I be
Um,
moderated?
I add moderators. Okay, so the way I do my moderators is you got to be around for a little while before I just give that power over to you. Nothing personal. It's just something that like I get to know you before I make you a moderator. Get to know what kind of things set you off before I allow you to have that kind of power because a lot of people say things in here that will probably make you mad. And if they do, we're not trying to start fights or, have arguments. We're all about being cool and respecting each other here. So eventually, I'm gonna go ahead and say I could see that being a thing. Right now, like I said, we're gonna wait until we get to know you a little bit.
What missions?
Well, Garen, I'm glad you asked. You've been around for quite some time now. We seem to get along pretty well here with you. Um,
How much is it?
Moderator essentially just means that it's basically kind of like a job in the stream.
Okay.
Moderating just means that you're here to monitor the chat, make sure that people are respecting the rules, which there's really not many rules in my chat. The only rules in my chat are don't be an a-hole, essentially, and just try to respect each other. You can post links in the chat, you can remove people who are being problematic in the chat, you can ban people, or no, I don't think you can ban people. I can block people, I know that much, because I run the stream, but I know that you have a lot of power that a lot of people don't have. And so it's kind of an alluring title to have. That said, again, I try to balance out the amount of moderators by making sure that we at least get to know who each one is before we add people. But you, like I said, have been around this channel for quite some time. If you wanted to be a part of that, I would be happy to at least put myself out the effort to get you started on that path. One thing I would need from you is a link to your YouTube channel. Yeah, you can mute and hide the user on the channel. That's true. Um, Wait, no seaweed? Is that what you said? I have that.
Honor.
It would be an honor. Thank you. Well, I'm glad to hear that. I do have some seaweed, some kelp growing over here. That's one of the things I'm working on building right now, Christian. Oh yeah, we don't swear on this stream. This is a family-friendly stream. That said, there is more than enough swearing to go around in terms of my other streams, and it's not like I'm trying to baby anybody or anything like that, but I do understand that a lot of children do like to play Minecraft, and I myself don't want to be the kind of person that is swearing in front of a bunch of children. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that you guys are all probably not, but I try not to swear in here. as best I can. Yeah, I actually I actually happen to have a fairly good mod team right now. I have Dozo, I have Deadless, I have Dan, um, I have Boku, and I was considering giving Hyphy the ability to block and ban for a while, but I think I've thought about that a little while and thought better of it for now at least. He's a big troll. He likes to have a lot of fun, and sometimes it would make a lot of people mad. So I've been having to think about that one quite a bit. Yours is well yeah, I'll go check yours out, dude. And Garen, in terms of yours, I'm going to quickly once I go back inside here for more glass, I will quickly. Oh jeez, look at you trying to sneak up on me. Are you like stuck on the outside of my building? Huh, weird. Anyway, what I was gonna say is I will quickly, as soon as I get this put into place, I'm going to go ahead and visit your channel, grab the link for you, so that way you don't have to do it yourself, and then I will set out later on getting you set up as a mod. And like I said, Christian, as soon as you'd like to become a mod, I'm thinking probably give it about 30, no, maybe not 30, maybe give it about 2 months, okay? So like 60 days, you don't even have to be present for all the streams or anything like that, but if you want to be a mod on my channel, give it like 60 days so I can get to know who you are, and then we can definitely make that happen, buddy. Is that your channel, Deadless, or is that Garen's channel? Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. First things first, I am subbing to you as well, Mr. Garen. I know that you haven't uploaded in a little while, but it doesn't mean that I'm not going to sub to you. I like most of my people enough that I can go and check out their channel and enjoy the stuff that they put out. Most of the people that I am sub to are my subs as well, because I go through and I'll check out their stuff, you know. I know that Garen's a good dude, and if Garen's a good dude, his content's gonna be good too, you know. That's ultimately what I've noticed also, is that a lot of people, they'll come in to my channel and they'll be like, hey, you know, I stream too. And if they don't come in and just automatically be like, hey, check out my channel, those are the people I check out the channel for without them asking. Because it's just, I don't know. I feel like it's a better way of being about. I mean, I guess it's what I meant to say is. Oh, what games do I play, or Garen? Because in terms of what games I play all sorts of games. Right now, my channel's in a little bit of a state of flux. Basically just means that I'm not really, I don't have a set schedule anymore. I used to have a 6-day-a-week schedule where I was just burning myself out. I played so many games and streamed so much that I didn't have time for my family. And so I was kind of forced to look at myself in a critical light, and I decided I was going to slow that down. And because I have a new job, my schedule is so crazy right now. Like, I don't even know when I'll have time to play. But when I do, I'll make sure that I keep you guys in the loop. I'll at least make some sort of a post on Twitter or in the Discord, which, Deadless, if you don't mind, would you be so kind as to link that as well? Just in case Christian wants to join the Discord. But yeah, I'll try to make sure that I keep you guys updated in the Discord at the very least. I understand that sometimes it can be hard to commit to a time, and trust me, I'm the first person to tell you that's not easy to do sometimes. But definitely, if you if you want to be around for a while, you know, and become a mod for the channel, that is something I'd be happy to do. It's just something that, like I said, I want to get to know who you are a little bit, and knowing that you showed up here and you've been nice the entire time, like, already that's a good sign for you. You know, because there's been people that they'll come in and they'll seem nice for the first little bit, and then they'll just totally fall off the rails, you know. Like, I had a person for a while coming into my streams that was, and don't at all think for 1 second that I'm that sensitive, but they were sexually harassing me. You know, like, I'm not sensitive in that respect at all. Like, I'm a big boy, I can handle myself. But this person was, like, coming in here trying, and I was, at the time, I was taken. I was in a relationship, a committed relationship with my girlfriend, and I didn't find it to be very funny, and they didn't really seem to care that I was in that relationship. So I got offended by it pretty hard, and I told them to knock it off, and they didn't listen, you know, and that's when my moderator team would jump in, and they did. They jumped in, they banned that person from that particular stream multiple times, and then I took it upon myself to block them, because I shouldn't feel like I'm uncomfortable, you know, when I'm here, and neither should you guys. And that's why every time that I'm streaming, you overdo this channel, I'm trying to troll you.
Discovered.
Oh, you were trying to you were trying to troll me? That's funny. You know, honestly, like, I've had my fair share of trolls. I don't mind trolls. The funny thing about trolls to me is that they all have a reason for it. And while I might not understand their reasoning, I see through to their psychology, but not to their reason. You know, and that's realistically what it is. I get why people like to troll, because it does get a rise out of people, and sometimes it can be exactly what you need to have a good time. But it's funny to me that people come to troll streamers, and then they end up becoming friends, you know, because that's actually how quite a few of my good friends have ended up coming from.
Discord. My first chat was, did cows always have a
I do remember that, Garen, I do. When you asked me that, I was kind of taken aback by it. I didn't know how to answer it, but I'm pretty sure I tried to answer it as succinctly as I could, which I believe my answer was yes. I believe that they did evolve to have udders. Because I'm sure back in the, well, back when they were first cows was probably, I don't know, I'd say probably back around in the prehistoric times.
You tried to answer with Minecraft history.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's true. I did. Yeah, just as a public service announcement, the Discord is a little more blue collar than the Minecraft stream. Like I said, the stream for Minecraft is a little bit more family friendly than, say, like the rest of everything. That said, if it becomes a problem and we need to work on filtering ourselves, we can do that. We're all big boys and girls here. We can definitely make changes for ourselves if it's better. With Minecraft history. Garen. That's hilarious. My name on Discord is PlayAHateIG88, which is coincidentally still what I'm thinking about renaming this channel, because I want to make it easier for people to find. And that is my name for every other game I play. Oh, honestly, like I said, as long as there's a warning out there, I don't think it's going to be a problem. But if it becomes a problem, we can be better, you know. I'm not worried about it though. I'm sure things will be okay. And it's not just your memes that need to be watched, man. Like, my memes are just as bad, if not worse than yours, so. Okay, so I'm actually really excited because soon, once we get this built, we'll be ready to move on to stage 2 of this. What's my name on PS4? My name on PS4 is Johnny underscore T-side. And that's like the only place that I don't have Play Hate and IG88 as my name. But next year they're gonna let us change our PSN gamer tags, and that's what I'm going to change it to. I'm gonna make sure it's the same as everything else. The only thing at that point that I have that wouldn't be Play Hate and IG88 was my Xbox 360 gamer tag, which that was from a long time ago. Matter of fact, Mystica has that one now. That's hers. And yeah, just for the future reference, for the record, oh my God, Ponyboy. Did you read that? Did you read The Outsiders? Is that why you're talking about it? Because that's a great book.
I sent a friend request to you on Discord.
Oh, for sure, dude. I'll definitely add you here in a little bit. But yeah, what was I think I was just getting to something. Christian, yeah, okay, cool. Brace yourselves, Christian just joined.
Great book.
Oh, dude, it is such a great book. Have you... I feel like we talked about it last time. Oh, yeah, here, one sec. You talking about for the PS4? It's this right here.
Now I'm reading something about Alexandra Hitchut.
Oh, nice. That's my PS4
Johnny
gamer tag. Alright. Let's get back out there and keep building. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna fix this problem because I'm getting tired of it. What? Like, what? What is going on here? Why isn't this... This should be all dry now. Let's... Okay, there we go. Can you call me? Right now I'm in the middle of a stream, so probably not a good idea, but at some point, if you'd like, I don't see why not.
Not illuminate.
The Illuminati files, I'm assuming is what you're talking about. Oh my god, come on.
Illuminate files.
I think I know what you're talking about, buddy. No need to worry. What the hell? Where's this water coming from? There's no open spot there. That doesn't make any sense. Where's this water coming from?
Just sent a request.
Alright. I don't get it. Why is there water in here? There shouldn't be any. I'm so confused. Okay, that works. But anything beyond that doesn't work, apparently. Huh. That's so weird. I have no words for it at all. Oh, poop. I messed that up. There we go.
Fill it and then destroy the blocks.
Yeah, that's what I did. I did that a couple times. Yeah, like I said, Christian, I'm not going to be answering right now. Just as a heads up. Nothing personal. But since I'm in the middle of a stream, I'm not going to be answering.
Can I join Minecraft?
I'm actually I'm solo builder on Minecraft right now. How about this? Anybody that is a mod that wants to join Minecraft can do that when Christian becomes a mod.
I'm going to have to
So that way that works up a lot of trust for us because that's one of the biggest things. I've been working on this Minecraft world for almost 5 years now. I've actually been working on this since just before I met Mystica. And for anybody to be building on it with me, that's going to take a lot of trust because that's a lot of work I put into this. So if anybody wants to, you know, let's just make it be a thing that mods can do. Mods can join in and play some Minecraft with me. And then that way we'll end up increasing our mod army. Yeah, it's been a really long time. As a matter of fact, Christian, since you're brand new, I'll take you on a real quick tour. This is something that I've been working on for a long time, like I said. So, right there, first things first, this is my underwater house. It's not finished by a long shot, but this is all built completely custom. Something that I don't do often. I don't build all completely custom because I don't have the greatest imagination. But this is the underwater house. It's pretty nice, I think. Alright, have a good night, Deadless. Thanks for joining, buddy. Anyway, up here, and remember, this is built entirely all in survival. So, I've never played this at all on creative. I built this, floating island all by scratch, or all from scratch. Same with that one up there. Everything in this world has, like I said, it's taken a really long time because it's all survival. Let me pop up to the top of this one real quick. I'll show you this. And yeah, this is actually not this is the most I've put into a single map or world on Minecraft. I've built many different worlds, but this is the best one, the one that I've taken the time on. This little spot up here, I like this one too. But let's go and check out the village over here. Oh, that's not a good place for me to be. Oh my god, go, go, go. Drive! Drive! Oh god, they're throwing tridents at me now too. Oh god. That was not a good place for me to pop into. I didn't know that they were all going to be congregating down there. Oh, let me guess. It's trying to get me to take another break, is it? Alright. So up here is my desert survival house. It's one of the better houses on my entire... Oh my god, I hate you so much right now, skeleton. You're gonna die for your sins. You will die a peasant's death. Oh my god, get over here and die. Oh my god, get in here and die like a man. Okay. He died. Oh yeah, I've been to the Nether and the End, both of them. I've actually beaten the game on this a couple times. On this world. I've beaten the Ender Dragon twice now. Problem is that the third time around, apparently, he got way stronger because I have fought him like 3 times since then, and I got my butt kicked every time. It's funny because I actually made a whole set, this whole set of armor right here. That's all just for the Wither. And I beat the Wither like multiple times, super easily. I'm actually embarrassed by how easy it was to beat him. Oh yeah, I don't know, this one's an interesting house. It's got a little secret hidden base underneath it, but because of the update aquatic, oh my god, I flipping hate the water physics now. They suck. I don't like that you can't just fall through water anymore. It makes you float instantly without even trying. So it makes it so you can't really use the secret entrance anymore very easily. Well, I'll show you real quick. It's nothing too special, but luckily I have an inside way of getting in that isn't secret. so that way I can get around if I ever need to. Anyway, I have some pretty basic. That's the entrance, the secret entrance there. We got the enchanting room. This room right here is the armor equipper. That little button will drop you into the floor, down 2 blocks, and equip you with a full suit of iron armor, and then pop you back out. Back here we have, well, we got my farm for sugarcane. What the flip happened? All of them are fired. What is going on? 1 second, guys. Sorry. I hate when my redstone just starts breaking on me. Well, that's good news. Seems as though the bud piston crap. You know what? That's okay. I don't need sugarcane anymore. We got enough, I'm sure, for now. And if I ever need it again, I'll just rebuild it, make it better. Yeah, we got enough. We're good for now. But yeah, that was my auto sugarcane farm before it started crapping out on me. This right here is my mini micro farm. You just kind of, whatever you need, just toss into there and it'll grow it. It's really fast, very efficient. This over here used to have my water or my furnace array, as well as what used to be this semi-automatic redstone operated obsidian generator, the Sarog. No longer works, so I destroyed it. No reason to potentially burn my entire base down because the lava wasn't actually disappearing and turning into obsidian. The way it worked, it actually would take, you would actually spend redstone to make obsidian, essentially. And since I had, like, literally stacks upon stacks in a big box of redstone, I didn't really care to spend, or if I spent it or not. But I spent it a lot, and because of all the spending of the redstone that I did, I think I broke it. And then they fixed it so that it wouldn't work at all. So then I just destroyed it. So real quick, instead of going to the other places on this map, we'll go to the Ewok village real quick because that one's farther away. And then we'll go to the other places on the first map. That bunny is trying to swim away. Okay. Shouldn't be too long. Ah! Not paying attention. Too busy typing in my chat. Alright. Over here is going to be where we head to go to the Ewok village. Now, this is something I've been working on for quite some time, but I kind of stopped working on it after a while. That big, tall platform way out there, I'm probably going to tear that down because I don't really know what to build there. And that's just a lot of spruce wood that I'm not using that is basically going to waste if I don't. Now, what I did essentially is I decided to build it in the Mega Taiga because I needed something to build in the Mega Taiga. And yeah, I couldn't help but just appreciate how awesome the huge spruce trees looked. And I figured, you know, that kind of looks like Endor a little bit from Star Wars. I might as well make it into an Ewok village. So that's what we have. We have the Ewok village over here. I'm gonna go inside and I'll take you on a real quick tour of the area. just an idea. How about moderators and you can start a new world together? Well, yeah, we could probably do that. I mean, that's just the only thing is that I don't know if I would want to stream it, but we could. I mean, it all depends. I'm not saying no to the idea. I'm just kind of, I don't know, still kind of overprotective about my 5 years of progress, and I really kind of want to continue it. I don't know, I'm weird, but I do like that idea though, Garen. Where's the tiny people? I wish that there was more people in here. I wish I had like little villagers. But there's my Batman stained glass window. I love making stained glass ceilings. That's like one of my things. You'll see that as I go along in this little tour real quick. But there's another one in this build alone already as it is. And if I ever do finish that giant tall platform that I did build earlier, then it'll probably have one too. But the other one is Space Invaders. And I don't know if you're old enough to know what that is, but that's a really long time ago. That's one of like the first video games. Well, I appreciate that. I don't know how I feel if I don't know if I feel like I could say that myself, but I like it. But yeah, Space Invaders. One of the little Space Invader dudes. Over there, I'm not going to go all the way over there because there's really nothing over there, but just a little farm platform and just a couple other platforms. And then this tall one literally is just a flat platform. It has nothing on it yet. Alright, let's move on to the next. Right, okay, for sure. Now it's time to move on to the next build, which will go back to the main map. And I'll show you the... What? It would be the Mage Tower next. Mage Tower, then the Jedi Temple... or the Jedi Mansion, I should say, not Jedi Temple, but yeah, there's a lot of projects I've also started and have not finished. So just understand that they're eventually going to be finished, eventually being the hugely operative word. But I don't know, I've enjoyed building on them from time to time, you know, all the ones that I haven't finished, and I don't know, it's just pretty therapeutic, like I said. I really like this game for the therapy I get from it.
Star Wars fan?
Oh yeah, I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I'm actually just a huge nerd in general. I love me some nerdy stuff. Like you'll notice just by looking at some of the stuff I've got. I've got quotes from all sorts of nerdy people and famous people that are considered nerds in my not Jedi Mansion, but the Mage Tower. How can you donate? Well, you're not the first person to ask me about that. I do this for free, but the fact that people want to donate to me makes me, like, I don't know, it makes me happy, but at the same time it makes me, like, I don't want people to think that I'm doing it for the money, you know. So I haven't set up donations, but I might start doing that soon because I want to make the people that come to my channel happy, and at the same time it wouldn't hurt to be able to make a little extra money on the side if I was able to do that at all, because I'm relatively poor. But yeah, I don't know, I've been thinking about changing it up so I can receive donations. When I do decide to do that, if I do decide to do that, I will let you guys know. And don't worry, that does not at all mean that you are required to do it to be a part of this channel. I wouldn't ever dream to even presume to ask that, because that's not okay with me. Like I said, I started this off to be free, just to have fun, just to get to know the people around me in the world a little better. And then on top of that, I started this channel, a lot of it was to become a better, I don't know, a better, more secure person in myself, because I was very antisocial when I first started this channel. I did not know how to talk to people, even strangers. Like, I was really nervous. I have stage fright. That's why I don't do karaoke anymore. That, and I don't drink, but I have stage fright, and so I basically I had a really hard time just talking in general, and streaming was really hard for me. Making videos was... Oh, in America? Yeah, I do. Streaming was really hard for me at first, and I started to get better as I kept doing it. And people started to respond to it.
I talk too much and scare people away.
Oh, dude, you don't scare me. You're good. I like it when people talk to me, and it makes me happy when my subs come in and they start talking to me, in the chat. It makes me feel like I'm doing something that is positive for everybody, it's good. I like it. Alright, so this up here is the Mage Tower. This is one of my favorite builds in the entire world. At night, in the right texture pack, it is beautiful, I will say. Anyway, go up the stairs here and around the corner. You'll start to see my nerd quotes popping out. Like, this is my little room. Anyway, it says, wise man says, never pay for... it's actually supposed to say, never pay full price for late pizza. And it's definitely not Captain Picard that said that. It was actually one of the Ninja Turtles. I believe it was Michelangelo from the very first Ninja Turtles movie that ever came out. Super nerd, like I said. This one over here is, I love the smell of the universe in the morning. That's Neil deGrasse Tyson, famous astrophysicist. He's a huge, huge source of personal inspiration to me. I really dig that dude. He's pretty cool. This one up here is... Where is it? I know it's here. Up there it is. Try not. Do or do not. There is no try. And that's Yoda, of course. And then the last one in this place, it's not really an inspirational quote. It's more of a stay inside and you won't die kind of thing. Because the jungle at night is very dangerous. Stay inside, stay alive. And then down here, we have an enchanting room. And a hidden ender chest. Yep, love me some Star Wars, man, I'm telling you. Like, one of my favorite things. Oh, God. I hate the sound of the freaking giant.
Willy Wonka.
The Earth says hello. Was that the one with Johnny Depp, or was that the one with the Gene Wilder? Like, was that the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, or was that Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Because I've only seen most of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory once, and I've seen Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory about 1 billion times. But I can't tell you where that quote came from. This right here is the Jedi Mansion. Now this puppy took me almost 2 months to build, just this part. It's not finished, obviously. It is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Oh wait, you're supposed to be eating dinner. Yeah, this is the Jedi Mansion. I worked on this for a long time. As a matter of fact, all of that brick up there, that's all okay, I can't say that that's nether brick. I think that's regular brick, but I definitely worked really hard to get all of that. Being that this is all in survival, it took a long time, and it was very dangerous. I died quite a few times building this place. Right now, it's, like I said, it's not finished. This is just one room of it. This is a secondary entrance area. I was gonna build more of the mansion back here, but I don't have the time to build everything I want to build. I also lose inspiration halfway through, and then I have to gain it back and all that stuff. So there's really no age limit to be a mod, at least not for me. The only thing is that, like I said, I want to make sure that everybody can be friendly, and my mods need to be very much so good people that are respectful to each other. As long as you can do that, you can be a mod. Yeah, that right there I made for when my dad died. And then this over here is exactly how I feel. This is my 4J Studios Love Garden. I I made this because I was embarrassed by the 4J Studios Love Garden that they made for themselves. I was embarrassed by it because it was pretty sad. I can tell you're friendly, buddy. Yeah, I made it and made it better because theirs was kind of sad. But anyway, yeah, thank you to all my viewers and subscribers. Without you, none of this would be possible. Which is
Did you start this
mostly
world
true.
before or after you made this channel?
I actually started this world. God, I would say I started it before. It was before because I remember I built the giant house that we're coming up to now. I built that my first house before I ever streamed or did anything like that. Most of this was actually like a lot of this was done on the PS3. That giant mob spawner there, and then the house up on the hill, and then this one right here. This was all done on the PS3. So that right there, that, and then the house up on the hill up there. I'm not going to go into that house because that house was literally the very first house I ever built. Coincidentally, though, the very first house I ever built was directly above the Ender portal. Yeah, my dad, he passed away not too long ago. It was back in January. It's really sad, but unfortunately, that's part of life. You can't really fix things like that. You can't stop them from happening. All you can really do is try to move forward and remember those people, and that's basically why I did that. Because now, no matter what, there will always be a record of my love for my father. And even if he can't physically be here to see it, I know he'd be happy with it, even though it's in a video game. My dad was a gamer too, like he wasn't much of a gamer, but he was a gamer nonetheless. He played games like Medal of Honor on the PlayStation, games like that. And it was a lot of, oh, I'm sorry, buddy. It's really hard, isn't it? It can be really sad. But this is yeah, this is one of the bigger houses on my world. It is really, it's really sad when things like that happen because you really don't know how to process it either. That's one of the hardest parts. How old are you, by the way, Christian? If you don't mind my asking. But yeah, this took me almost 2 months to build, all told. Gathering the resources took me almost 2 weeks. It was terrible. But yeah, big area, little hidden nether portal. And then over here we've got my room up there, up above. Little enchanting room, library type situation there. 8 turning 9? Nice, you're about my daughter's age, actually. And don't be weirded out by that. Yes, I have an almost 9-year-old daughter, so I'm 31 personally. And yeah, I'm an older dude, but I enjoy playing video games of all kinds, and I don't think that Minecraft has an age limit or an age restriction. And anybody that tells you that you can't play a game because you're too old for it or you're too young for it, if they're saying that you're too young for it, it's probably because they have a good reason to think that. Because maybe, there's some stuff that you shouldn't see or hear in it. And that I can respect, but if they tell you that you're too old to play a certain game, man, you don't need that kind of negativity in your life. That was just a little house that I made for Mystica a long time ago. Yeah. Now we're gonna move down the mountain to all of the other really cool ones, and then we'll go over to my other village, which will be probably the end of the stream and the end of the tour. But down here, we've got quite a few builds. We've got this little puppy over here. This is the enchanting house. This was literally just built only for enchanting, and then because I was coming here so often, I built a little room upstairs. But it actually has a safety mechanism for if for some reason we're playing on hard mode and the doors get broken. I can stand in there forever and never be damaged. This one is Mystica's house. She built this herself. I built the barn for her, but that's her house. I'm not going inside it. Too many memories attached to it, and I'd rather not be dredging those up. Down over here, we have the Skyrim Blacksmith. Now, this is called the Skyrim Blacksmith because this is the blacksmith that you find in Riverwood. This is Alvor's Blacksmith Shop in Riverwood. Very first city that you come to when you go and follow the... I think it's the Imperial. Yeah, if you follow Hadvar, the Imperial, then you'll end up at Alvor's Blacksmith. Are you? Nice. I'm a boy too. And I figured you were a boy. And if you weren't a boy, it wouldn't really matter either way to me. I'm friendly towards everybody. Alright, so let's go over here. Oh wait, yes. We should probably go this way first, real quick. The next stream, more than likely, will be tomorrow night. And it'll more than likely be Castlevania Symphony of the Night. If not something else, it will more than likely not be Minecraft. I try to play Minecraft at least once a week. And that's mainly because it helps center me. It makes me feel better, even if I'm having a really bad day. As a matter of fact, the first thing I did when my dad died is I streamed Minecraft, and I talked about my feelings for the whole stream. And it broke my heart. I cried a lot, but I needed it. It made me feel better. So this is the 6x6 house. This is literally made in a 6x6 footprint, which is incredibly difficult to make, by the way. I got some building ideas on that one. As a matter of fact, full disclosure, quite a few of these builds, like these ones down here, these were all inspired by Kiralis. This right here is the fantasy house. This one's super nice. But yeah, I really just like the look of this house. This house is just really nice all around. But I'll go and show you outside real quick. It's got a lot of angles, and then on the back it looks like an old Tudor Victorian house almost. I really like it. Anyway, I'll do the next real quick thing. We've got probably about 3 more, maybe 4 more houses to look at. This one out here, this one's one of the farther ones out. Well, actually, I've got a couple out here. I've got the Japanese house, and then I've got the Hobbit hole. The Hobbit hole I haven't worked on for over 3 years now. I'm still trying to gain that inspiration back, but I'll show you the Hobbit hole real quick. The Hobbit hole is just this little thing in the side of the... now I'm on the... Oh, you're on PC? Nice. I also have PC Minecraft. I have not played it yet, really, at all, but that's something that I was thinking about changing at some point. Yeah, I was gonna say, this is on the PS4, so if you ever want to play PC Minecraft and I'm online and you see me online, feel free to send me an invite and I'll join you and play. Up here is the Japanese house, and it also has the bridge, the covered bridge, Japanese style as best I could. This one I liked a lot. Building it was a lot of fun. I wanted to make a house in every corner of the world. That actually looks way better when I'm in the Skyrim texture pack. But what it is it's a yin-yang stained glass window. But yeah, let's go ahead and check out the castle real quick, because that's one of the last things to show you. But the castle is probably one of the best things I've built so far. The only part of it that I got any inspiration from, the only picture I ever saw that made me think, okay, that would be a cool entranceway, was the entrance. Like I actually everything else in the castle I built myself, all by just kind of trial and error. But Castle also has some of the coolest custom wiring redstone devices I've made. So we'll go over there and check that out real quick. And then we'll head to the other God, I can't words today. We'll head to the other village after that, and that's where we'll end the stream, but we'll also check out the other village that we got out there. Hey Cameron, how's it going, buddy? Good to have you here. Hopefully you're doing well today. Oh man, I miss building like that back in the day, man. I used to have so much more time. I'm glad I don't.
I play mobile Minecraft.
You play mobile Minecraft? Oh, okay. Well, I don't have mobile. I used to have I used to have Pocket Edition. Oh, I'm doing pretty well. Thank you, bud. I'm realistically, I'm having a great time because I'm playing Minecraft and I'm with friends. And that's what really matters. But yeah, I used to play Pocket Edition a long time ago. I only had the cracked free version, and I didn't wait around for it to update a whole lot. And now it's like way more advanced than a lot of places. Or a lot of platforms. I play on the PS4 right now, but I also have PC Minecraft. I just haven't played it. I bought it. Funniest thing, okay? How much do you think I paid for my PC Minecraft copy? Because it probably was a lot cheaper than you think. Oh, that's cool. I bought my PC version of Minecraft for less than $1. And I got it from... Well, I can't say I got it from the most reputable of sources, but I got it from Kinguin. And yeah, I got it for less than $1. Got my copy of... what was the other one that I bought for super cheap? Oh, that's right. I got my my version of Microsoft Office and all of my Windows. I got my Windows 10 Pro edition from Kinguin for less than $30, which is pretty good because usually it's like way more. Yeah, I'm actually really excited about that site. I need to stay off of it as much as possible because I see all these really good deals for video games that I want to buy, and I have to fight myself on it. Yeah, I bought, like I said, on Kinguin.com, and I was able to buy PC Minecraft for like $7. The thing is that you kind of got to be really trusting and want to make sure that you have permission. Like that's the biggest thing. Since you're young, before you go and you buy anything on the internet, you always want to make sure you have permission from your parents. But that said, when I was looking, I was looking to find it for cheap because I'm pretty poor usually, and I found it for 75 cents on Kinguin. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna skip that. Gotta buy that right away. Anyway, this is the castle. That entranceway is the only thing I had any kind of help with. That right there. Everything else I built all off my brain. So the inside, outside, all of it. This inside area, this little castle market town, this didn't take very long. The inn right there, got the fountain. This right here at night turns on all of the lights around, underneath all the bushes around the fountain. It basically just lights the entire courtyard. This right here is the barracks where the... Possibly, dude. I'm probably gonna be hitting hitting the hay pretty quick after my stream's over. I'm pretty tired, but you never know. And if you don't get to talk to me in person on Discord, you're always welcome to message me on Discord, and I'll get back to you on that you know. Anyway, this over here is the blacksmith. Coolest thing in the blacksmith is this right here. This right here is my toggleable forge. I worked really hard on this. Oh, of course. It always likes to miss one. There we go. Yep, toggleable forge. Turns it off and on. Back here we have some pretty basic stuff. My map wall. I still have 9 or 12 maps to go before I'm finished. Alright, sounds good, Garen. Tomorrow when you pop in, you may have your status as a
Now maybe.
you may have your status as a mod tomorrow if everything's working out for me. I'm gonna try to make sure I get on that tonight if I can help it. This should be closed, but anyway, it's just a simple door. But yeah, I got 12 more maps to explore before this world is finished. And I'm trying to wait until all the really cool stuff gets added in, because if I wait long enough, there's a chance that it'll generate, and if I don't, it won't generate. So I'll have to start a whole new world for it. As a matter of fact, that's why I don't have kelp in most of my oceans. That's why nearby my my underwater house, it's so barren and it looks so bleak and disappointing. That's why I'm actually building a sea pickle farm and a kelp farm, so I can just make my area look better. Real quick, I'm gonna show you guys the prison. Ugh, dang, so tired. Sorry. I'm gonna show you guys the prison real quick, because this is something I'm proud of too. This is the prison. If ever I'm on a adventure map, this right here has working prison cells, and the great thing about those working prison cells is that in adventure mode, you can't break out of them unless you have the right material. So you'll literally be stuck in there forever, unless I decided to let you out.
Find your underwater house. Chemical now.
I am so sorry to hear that, Cameron. If you ever need somebody to talk to you, bud, feel free to join the Discord. Everybody that's in here can easily join the Discord. There should be a link up a little bit. Like, obviously it'll be probably a while up, but it should be in the chat somewhere. You're welcome to join it. Sorry. You're welcome to join the Discord, and if you ever need anybody to talk to, I'm usually available to talk on there. At least in message form. I don't usually talk on the voice chat, but if I do, it's generally for a good reason. Alright, let's go now to the last area for the night, which will be the other village. But yeah, Christian, I'm not answering calls right now, buddy. Sorry, nothing personal. What was it that you needed to talk to, if you don't mind my asking? Or what was it that you needed to talk about, if you don't mind my asking? Because I'm kind of, like I said, I'm pretty tired. I'm not trying to be up super late. Dang. I'm starting to fall asleep as it is. Anyway, this little house over here, this is nothing too consequential. That's another one of Mystica's houses that we were working on together. Basically, it's just a little hole-in-the-wall shack, really. Alright, let's go over to the other village. And this other village over here, this is just kind of something that... It was a lame village, to be quite honest. It was 2 houses and a blacksmith and a desert pyramid, or desert temple. And yeah, I got attacked by a couple creepers and my blacksmith got destroyed. So I decided that I would just build my own houses and just rebuild the whole entire village. The only thing that's still there from the original village is the desert temple. So you're about to see that here pretty quick. Coincidentally, this is also how I got the honor rail achievement trophy, whatever. Oh man, sometimes. Oh man. Alright, so all of those are all automatic night lights. They're like street lights essentially. Up ahead, like I said, this is all rebuilt because the blacksmith actually happened to be right next to the desert temple. It was like right here, and yeah, it got destroyed. Well, one little chunk of it got destroyed, and I didn't want to rebuild it. I decided to just build more stuff. So this house over here, this is just an interesting styled house. I wanted to make something different. But anyway, go up here. We got a little room. Sorry guys, I'm not trying to yawn in your ears. I'm tired. But yeah, I got a little room up here and a little farm out here with a little chest. It's nothing too special. I like it though. It's an interesting little house. And then we got over here, we got one of the cooler custom houses that I built. This one's just a smaller version of the desert house over there. But this one I like a lot just because it's different. I was trying to build this in a way that would allow me to have like a hidden crafting bench or something redstone oriented in it. But I just kind of gave up on it because it wasn't working. Over here we got the cool little, oh, look at the bunny. That's so cute. One sec, bud. Sorry. Oh, I'm about to end this stream here in a minute anyway, but I'm just showing off the rest of this stuff. But anyway, yeah, got ourselves a cute little bunny in our carrot patch. And then over here we got more farmland and stuff. Then we got this little house. Oh, I know, buddy. It's okay. But, anyway, got this little house over here. This is one of my cooler houses, too, because this is the first house that I've ever known that I could actually build one of these. A movable chest. I didn't know that they even had those in the game until recently, and I had to build it as soon as I had the chance. Hidden chest. And then over here, we got ourselves a hidden ender chest. Just like in the Mage Tower. It's definitely one of my favorite builds here. I really like the desert a lot. It's one of my favorite places, one of my favorite biomes in the entirety of Minecraft. And eventually, up on that hill up there, I was thinking about making the Mystery Shack from Gravity Falls. Because I really love that show, and definitely like me the Mystery Shack. But anyway, I'm going to probably call it a night for now. But if you guys enjoyed the video, please don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe for more. We will be back tomorrow night with something. I'm not sure yet, but I will keep you guys updated. Here is the... Oh, I definitely will, Cameron. Give me one real quick second. I am going to add in my Twitter handle so that way you guys can find it. That's my Twitter. And definitely, if you guys want to get a hold of the Discord, I will definitely link that again real quick. Just because I want to make sure everybody has that available for them. So give me 1 second to send you guys the Discord. Instant invite, share link. Can I just copy the link? Copy to clipboard. Alright, so here comes that link to Discord as soon as my phone wants to catch up with me. Alright, there's the Discord link if you guys need it. Yeah, anyway, hopefully y'all have a good night, and we will catch you guys tomorrow. Like I said, just keep an eye on the Discord or the Twitter, and you'll get some notifications letting you know when I'm going to be on. But yeah, guys, have a great night. Thanks again for coming in and joining, and we will catch you next time. Thanks again for watching. Peace.